What's up, everybody? I'm back, and I was talking about mental illness, and I was talking about like when them guys be doing random. Listen, a lot of times that shit don't be mental illness. It be a feeling of entitlement. It be growing up being a spoiled ass brat where you ain't never got to work for shit. You know, like I keep telling you, like hard work used to be called nigger work. That's what that shit was. And white people did not believe in doing hard work in the presence of black in the presence of black people, because that would have leveled the playing field, and equality was unheard of back then. They did not want to work hard, and most white people, when they came to America, the wealthy ones, they spent their time playing chess. They was into playing chess and checkers and into paintings and shit like that. And today they call hard work putting paper from one side of the desk to the other side of the desk and signing legislations and shit like that. That's what they call hard work. That is not hard work. But back to what I was saying is like a feel of entitlement and being spoiled. You be seeing these little white kids cursing their mother out. You're like, fuck you, mom, you bitch. You bitch, mom. Fuck you, mom. And then the father comes, son, don't talk to your mother like that. Man, you hear some. Listen, I don't endorse beating children. I don't think you have to beat children. A lot of times, these kids come from messed up fathers or messed up mothers. You don't know what kind of drugs be in these people's system when y'all be making babies with them. You know, that's what that mental illness come from. Drugs. These people, and it could be over-the-counter drugs. You don't know what kind of reaction they be having to drugs over the counter. It could be something in the cold medicine, something in the cough medicine. It's still a drug. I'm not talking about drugs is drugs, legal or illegal. You know, shit, people would be thinking just because they take a drug over the counter, it's not a drug. A drug is a drug. It's just that poor black people ain't able to make money off of it. That's what that is. I know I'm getting off the subject, but hell, Lincoln took drugs. Lincoln took drugs. He took drugs for his, who was it? It was Lincoln or George Washington. One of them took drugs for their teeth, because their teeth used to always bother them. Read Claude Anderson's book, Dirty Little Secret. That's where I got the information from. Read his book called Dirty Little Secret. You know, Europeans was taking drugs years before black people was taking drugs. When you say drugs or illegal drugs, black people are supposed to be the face of drugs. But Americans and Europeans been taking drugs long before black people started getting arrested for it and shit, charged for it and shit like that. Look at like the marijuana drug now. Marijuana, all of a sudden, look at all the guys that's in jail now for selling marijuana. And you go to jail for selling, say you get 3 years for selling, you get 3 years in jail for selling marijuana. Get into a fight and kill somebody. Then you done fucked up your bid. You got to stay in jail another 10, 20 years. You know, all for some little shit like marijuana. But back to what I was saying. Some people say they got mental illness, but they just grew up spoiled. That's all that shit is. You know, cursing at your mother and shit like that. And then your mother, you know, she not giving you any, she's not disciplining you and teaching you right from wrong and shit like that. And that goes for white families, black families, Puerto Rican families, Mexican families, all of that. It's just being spoiled. A lot of time, all of a sudden, everybody got mental illness. It's all bullshit, man. Like I keep saying, your brain is not a leader, it's a follower. It adheres to your ego explicitly. And your body falls in line and carries out what you tell it to do. So if you tell yourself you're a loser, then you're going to be a loser. If you tell yourself you're a bum, you're going to be a bum. And if you're taught down to your whole entire life, you believe that shit. Your body falls in, your mind, your brain is not a leader, it's a follower. And like I always say, humans create defeats in their brain. So, let me go over here and be nosy. But like I said, some of that mental illness shit is bullshit. And like I said, if there's such thing as mental illness, then I suffer from post-traumatic slave disorder. All right, y'all, I'm going to go. I'll talk to y'all later.